Hello, my name is Valentina.
And I'm Silvana.
And we own the Pastorini Gourmet.
Today we're going to do a quick cooking session on two of our house dishes, which is the shrimp scampi pasta and the tiramisu dessert. And these can easily be prepared when having dinner at home.
Today we're going to start with the tiramisu because it will take us longer.
And meanwhile we finish getting that ready, we'll start with the shrimp scampi pasta. The first thing you want to do before you start cooking is make sure you have all your ingredients and all of the cookware that you're going to need. And this cookware should be washed previously before you start cooking, just to make sure that it doesn't have any dirt or any food leftovers from the last time it was used, as well as also washing your hands. So now we're going to start with the tiramisu. So the tiramisu that we're going to make is really quite simple. The ingredients that this composes of is the mascarpone cheese. We're also going to use a little bit of pre-made coffee, as well as powdered chocolate, 3 eggs, and some Italian lady fingers, a little bit of vanilla extract, and sugar.
The first thing we're going to do is the coffee, and you can make it to your preference.
As you see here, we've already made the coffee. It's already been boiled, and we're just gonna let it cool down, so by the time that we dip the lady fingers in the coffee won't be as hot as it was.
We have to beat the egg whites. We recommend to separate the parts of the egg into different bowls, and then the white part you put it here. First we crack the egg and we separate the parts like this. While you know the both parts are separate, and you know that the white part is without any other thing than white part of the egg, you put the other part here, you throw this to the trash can, and you put this here. You have to repeat this with the 3 eggs. In case accidentally you do this, you have with your hands get the yellow part and do it with your hands. It's the same that doing with the other thing, but so we have it ready. We'll put it here. We beat this till we get like a meringue. So we will start like this. When you finished, you should have stick white pigs. Like this. Then we are going to pass it over the other bowl using a spatula. Like this. Because we're going to need this bowl again.
Once you heat up the egg whites, you're going to take a little bit of a semi-sweet chocolate. Okay, the cooking kind, not the kind you buy in a chocolate store. And you're just gonna grate it over a bowl so that later you'll have chocolate to decorate your tiramisu.
Now we have to beat the egg yolks with the sugar. We're just gonna need to put a spoon of sugar, and now we have to beat this together till we get like a kind of cream. Now that we have this kind of cream with the eggs and the sugar, we have to add the mascarpone cheese. We have both things here. We have to beat till we get another cream. If you are doing the mascarpone cheese mix, you have to pour a little bit of vanilla extract. Just a little. While you finish to mix the eggs with the mascarpone cheese, now you have to beat the egg whites with the mix we did previously. We put the egg whites inside here, and we have to beat it, but with the spatula, and we have to fold it into the mixture like this till all the egg whites mixed with the other mix we did previously.
Okay, so now that we have finished making the mascarpone cheese mixture, we're going to start dipping our lady fingers inside the coffee.
When you have the coffee, you have to put a little of sugar, and then you mix it before you put the lady fingers in the coffee.
You want to make sure that you get them moist, but not too wet, because then they'll start to break apart.
Make sure the coffee is it's cold, because the other way the lady fingers will break, and it will make a disaster. Now that we have the lady fingers here in a layer, we put another layer of the mix that we did with the mascarpone cheese. You have to smooth it out so it spreads out. After we put the mascarpone cheese layer, we have to put another lady fingers layer, and then we continue till you put it out, and then you put the decoration, that in this case we have chocolate. Make sure the percentage of cacao in the chocolate is bigger than the percentage of sugar, so that way it will be more rich. Now, in this case, my cake is not too big, as you can see. So we finished putting the layers. Yeah. So we finished putting the layers like this. So you spread out rest of the mascarpone cheese and the decoration.
You're just gonna sprinkle that on top of the layer of mascarpone cheese and cover it up evenly. Remember, this is the chocolate that we grated earlier. Just finish that up. I'm gonna get on the edges, corners. And once you're done, you will put the tiramisu inside the refrigerator for about 4 to 6 hours, or the freezer if you're running in a rush, for about an hour or two. And then you'll be able to take it out and enjoy. Okay, so once we have finished the tiramisu and it's been put in the refrigerator, we're going to start with the shrimp scampi pasta. The first thing that you have to do is finely chop up half an onion. So Dia's going to finely chop up the onion. You don't have to have that much onion, really, just the smaller half is fine, especially if you're not that into spicy things.
First of all, we have to take this like brown part of the onion to cut it. Now that we take the brown part, this part, we have to cut it. The way you have to cut the onion is perpendicular to the lines the onion have inside. So we're going to cut it. The thinner you cut the onion, better. And you have to cut it the other way. So you get like smaller pieces of onion. Well, we have this ready. We have to continue with the garlic cloves.
Now the garlic cloves usually come inside a larger garlic, so you want to go ahead and peel that off, and then peel off the skin that is on the garlic cloves, which is just, it should be just a thin layer, right? Now what you're gonna do is you're gonna chop. You're gonna thinly mince 4 garlic cloves, depending on their size. If they're too big, you're only gonna want to do about 3, right? And you just have to get it really small and square-like. Once you finish mincing up the 4 garlic cloves, you should have a little something like this. Not too much because you don't want it to be that strong of flavor. Then what you're gonna do is you're going to take 4 tablespoons of butter, which should be about 2 slices if you have a butter stick, and you're going to put them in a pan, a skillet, with the olive oil. Okay, so first what you're going to do is pour about 2 tablespoons of olive oil. That should be, if you're using a medium-sized pan, about right in the center of the pan. You know, so you just want to cover up the pan. And then you're going to throw in the 2 butter slices in the middle. You want to make sure that the fire is on slow. But yeah. So that, you know, the flavor really sets in the pan. And we're just gonna throw in the garlic and the onions. We're not gonna use all these onions because I'm particularly picky about how much onion I use in my plate, and when I did this as well, so we're just going to use half of the onion that we chopped up. If you want to use more, that's fine. And then with a wooden spoon, you're just going to mix that up a bit. Turn up the fire a little bit. Should be a little bit more towards medium size. And you're just gonna let the vegetables kind of saute inside the butter and olive oil mixture. The next step is to throw in the shrimp. Now we've got peeled shrimp that's already been pre-cooked. But because it's a little bit cold, we're just going to make sure to cook it again, and we're just going to throw that in there in the medium heat.
Bueno, se está poniendo café la wea.
Yeah, see, turn down the fire a little bit, and then just throw in the rest of that shrimp. And then we're going to move it around inside the pan, just to make sure that all of it gets cooked correctly and it's all seasoned. And Valentina is going to cut up some cilantro for us.
Me!
So that we can have this ready once the plate is ready.
We're gonna use another thing to get the cilantro because the onion is.
Vale, mira que es.
We're going to use another table to get the cilantro because the onion it's too oloroso.
It smells too much.
We're gonna use another table to get the the cilantro because the onion smells too much.
Okay, so now that we've let this sit for a couple of minutes, you'll see that the shrimp kind of calmed down a bit. The water's been taken out, and they've just been sitting in this sauce that we prepared. We're going to add some lemon juice, just to give it a little bit more flavor. Now, how much you add depends on your personal taste. I like to add an entire lemon because it kind of takes out some of the onion flavor, the garlic flavor, and neutralizes it a bit. Okay, and then we're going to add a little bit of black pepper. Around the shrimp. We're going to mix that up a bit. And now we're just going to let it sit in a really slow fire. Because now we're going to start getting ready with the pasta.
Hola, ¿qué hace? Ya.
After we've boiled the water inside the big pot, we're just going to place the thin pasta inside. Wait for the bottom of it to soak in the water, and then the rest of it will just slide into it. And we're going to let that cook for a little bit. And meanwhile, we're just going to go over here and stir our shrimp around just to make sure that none of it gets stuck and that the flavor doesn't go out.
We're gonna pour the spaghetti into a bowl that will take out the water, like this. And then we can move it like this, and we will take the water.
Okay, so once you have taken out the water from the pasta, you're going to put it back in the original bowl that's already been heated. And with these utensils, you're going to take in batches of the pasta and put it inside the shrimp sauce. Okay, then we're going to stir this up a little bit just to integrate the flavors. And when you see that it's all been kind of covered with this juice, then you can just keep adding pasta. Right. You want to make sure that each batch of pasta that you put inside the pan gets kind of juice around it, so that when you serve the pasta, it'll all be evenly flavored. And once this is all inside a low fire, by the way. Once you've finished that, I'm just gonna stir it around one more time. And we're gonna go over to our plates. And 2 medium-sized pasta bowls. Just gonna pour some pasta in there. And once you've finished serving the pasta, you're just gonna sprinkle a little bit of cilantro on top. And then voila, you're done. If you want, of course, you can always sprinkle in a bit of grated Parmesan on top. And we're good to go.